Hello and good afternoon, everyone. This is Ronak Kotecha. Well, today's live is very special on Conversations. We have someone who is going to tell you what you have been thinking about. Most of us have been thinking about all our life, especially when we were growing up. I was thinking when I was growing up, all I wanted to do is because I was in Mumbai in India, all I wanted to do is go abroad to study. Now, going abroad is a dream that most of us Indians have always. And studying obviously is the easiest option. But there are so many things on our mind that, where to study, where to go, who to ask, what stream to take, what about the job after we finish the studying, will we get to work while we are studying? And there are n number of questions. And there's always this fear of not getting the right information and landing up in a foreign land with all these questions and no answers. So today I've got someone who has all these answers, and we are here in Dubai, which is of course a place where people used to also come and kickstart, not just kickstart but also use it as a springboard to go further in life. And I have with me this very beautiful lady. Her name is Dina Luca, and here she is.
Thanks.
She is from Europe herself. Welcome to Conversations, Dina.
Salut, Ronak. Thank you. Thank you for that. And thank you for having me live on Reviewron. It's my
Yes, on
first
Review
one.
on Conversations is the name of the show, and some 21 people have already joined us. So let's get the party started. My first question is what is the most important aspect that one has to keep in mind when they are aspiring to study abroad?
Oh, there are a lot of aspects that you should consider when you decide to study abroad. I think one of the most important one is finding out and be aware of your skills and competences in the field of study that you decided to study further. We've got amazing career orientation tests for that, and I encourage everybody who wants to go abroad and study to
Yeah,
take first a career test and determine what are the skills and competences in this
yeah,
field of study. Other than that, you should always make a financial plan. You should know your budget. It's very important to know that you are going away, far away from home,
yeah,
in a country. I mean, everybody knows Europe has euro as currency, and you need to follow specific steps when doing your budget. But again, this is why you will contact agency, a consultancy
yeah.
agency, to make sure that you understand all these details.
Right.
Um, then I think you have to check very careful the university requirements. There are a lot of countries in Europe, and every university has specific requirements. Again,
Okay.
it's important to work with your consultant so that you don't miss anything which is specific for your field of study.
Okay, so you are in Dubai, you are Group L Education, and I know that you guys also have an arm that gives jobs. So, education and jobs. Education is the means to an end. End is the job and the career.
Exactly.
Uh,
Yes.
so, I wanted to know, like, for people who are watching us all over the world, like mostly people are watching us from India, from maybe from Bangladesh, from Sri Lanka. So, how can you help them if they want to go abroad to study?
Um, the process
And then work,
starts.
of course, and then work also, huh? Not just study. They won't come back,
Yes,
they'll work there.
yes, they can come back. They can stay there. It's up to them.
Yeah, yeah,
We start with the counseling. We first establish what is the field of study, then what is the university. It's very important that they know why they want to go in that study destination, and they
yeah,
have a plan. It's very important that you have a plan for the following 5, 10 years, I dare.
yeah,
So you have to be motivated and you have to know what you
yeah.
want. We
Sorry,
are
sorry to
here
cut you
to,
off, but can they get in touch with you from another
yes.
country?
Yes, we have no problem with that. We work with candidates all over GCC countries, India, Pakistan, of course, Nepal, Sri Lanka. The process is online. You don't need to be in Dubai. All the documents and all the work we do together is online. So it's very straightforward, very easy. All you need to do is give us your school document, and the rest we take care for you.
Okay, and could you also just tell us a bit about the charges, like how does it work?
It depends because every destination, every bachelor, master, PhD program requires certain documents or procedures. So every candidate has a customized admission plan. So prices differ from client to client, from destination to destination, and it depends also on the programs. Because, for example, a student who goes to study architecture, it will need extra documents like portfolio, for example, and this is extra work for us and for him. A candidate who goes to study biology, maybe, for example, it will only need a school certificate and a CV. Obviously, it's different work. So every approach is different. Our candidates are unique, and we have to treat them like this.
Okay, and also, while we were talking earlier, you also help them with scholarships, right? Because a lot of people don't
Exactly.
have the kind of money that is required, 20, 30 lakhs to like spend on education. So how
Mhm.
does that work?
Yes, we provide information about the procedure and how to access a scholarship in the study, in the country where they're going to study. Other than that, we also have a scholarship to offer. Everyone who will apply with us until 1st of April is automatically registered to win a 2,500 euro scholarship for the first year of study. So other than that, we will assist every client, every candidate to access a scholarship program.
Oh, awesome. That is amazing. So 2,500 euros
Yeah.
is a lot of money and can help
Yes.
someone get the gift of education. That's great. The people are joining in and asking questions. We'll come to that. We'll take those questions. Thank you so much. Please keep putting them here. But what I wanted to ask you next is, which are the countries in Europe that are easiest to get in?
I think the question more correctly is which are the field of study more easier to access than the countries. Um, Obviously, if you want to study medicine, it's not going to be as easy to access as, I don't know, an engineering program or computer science. Most countries organize an exam to entrance a medicine bachelor program. Obviously, you need to prepare for this exam. Then 90%, I think, of European countries have very easy, straightforward admission process for computer science, engineering, architecture, other than medicine. So when it comes to easy countries to access, you think usually about the visa. Obviously, every country has a visa requirement, visa procedure. We are here to provide the information and help you a bit. Everybody is afraid of this visa interview, especially 18 years old, 19 years old, who never been through this process. We have this service where we perform visa interview simulation. So we're going to make you feel like you are with the
The
visa
visa officer.
officer. Yes. And we're going to prepare you and give you the tips and tricks how to pass easy, successfully the visa interview. Other than that, we have a partner university who are very involved in the visa process, and they can basically monitor and like support you. 70-80% of the visa process is done by them. So I don't think it's going to be hard accessing the countries. I think it's going to be hard accessing the study program.
Yeah, but still, like, I mean, what you said, engineering, computer science, all those are I understand they are the fields that most people get easy access to when it comes to studies. But what about people like us who have done commerce and journalism? And, that's what my life has been. I did commerce and then I went into journalism. So is there for lesser skilled people like us?
I don't believe in lesser skilled people. I believe they are people who are a bit confused and are not aware yet of their skills. This is why I keep pushing for this career orientation test. You need to take this test and find out where you are in terms of abilities, competences. By the way, this test that we
Does
have.
Bluepill Education give a career education test?
Yes, we have, and you have them available on our website. All the details about this psychometric test. They're designed by Cambridge, by the way. They're extremely complex, and they will put you at least on a path. They can match your interest level with your ability and competence level, and they can give you a direction. You need to work a little bit more on this side, or you can discover more skills in an field of study that you didn't even think about is there. To give you an example, students going to law discover that they have more abilities for business and management than to become a lawyer. So it's important to be aware of your skills, and as long as you are confident about this, you can just register yourself if you want to go to journalism, and you feel comfortable about this. Yeah, go ahead. It's nothing wrong with being a journalist. Just the way it's nothing wrong becoming an engineer or computer
No, of course,
science
it's nothing
specialist.
wrong. I mean,
So
it's the most one of the most exciting fields, and I
exactly.
cannot thank my stars and my luck enough that I switched at the right time. I finished my graduation, post graduation, then I did my diploma in journalism. But before I finished, I got a job with Times Now, which is a leading
Oh, wow.
news channel back in India, and I worked with Arnab Goswami, who is a big time journalist out there now. So yeah,
So
things
have
work out in different ways, but uh, I still want to know the names of some countries, in Europe that Group L especially targets for its students. Where you have, because you are from there, so where you have
yeah.
a more expertise, like to get students there.
We've got partner universities in Switzerland, Austria, Bulgaria, Romania. But that doesn't mean we don't register students and we don't have expertise to register Netherlands, Germany, Poland, Hungary. It's pretty much about the candidate. So whatever you decide to apply, wherever you decide to apply, we are there for you. And you're not going to be alone in this process, and we can access any program as needed.
Right. So people who are joining in from all other countries right now, like from not from Dubai. Of course, people who are in Dubai can meet them personally. You guys have an office at Sheikh Zayed Road. I know
Yeah,
that the new office.
yeah.
But other than that, people who are in India or Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and so on, they can always do the entire procedure online. They don't have to come to Dubai.
Everything. Yes, everything is online. We don't really have to meet. Once again, this pandemic times have taught us that you can work online very well. We've got strategies, and we've learned so much from the last 2 years, how to work online, how to communicate and interact with our clients online. So there is no need to be in the office. Even the admission processes are online. So
Awesome. So you guys heard that you don't have to be, which is why I agreed to do this live, because I know that a lot of you are spread across, Asia, and this can help everyone else. So let me just take a quick round of introduction to all the people who have joined. There's Rohini Thakur, there's Amit Mewada, there is S. I don't know your name. It only goes as S, and there is Happy Soul, who is Nubs, one of very regular followers of the content that I make on YouTube and everywhere else. And what I wanted to ask you next is, firstly, thank you everyone for joining in at such a short notice. Also, which are the countries in Europe that provide the best work-life work education balance, rather, like, where you can easily work and earn money and fund your own education, because a lot of us Indians are very clear that we don't want to use our parents money, or even if we are using our parents money or loan, we want to pay it off before we get a job. So
You want to
tell us
make it
that.
worth. Yeah. Yeah. I've got two favorite choices actually. That would be Netherlands and Germany. Uh, but it's not all about these two countries. All countries allow you to work 20 hours per week. It's all up to you, all right? But why I choose Netherlands and Germany, Netherlands obviously is going to let you 4 or 5 hours per day to work. Um, the job opportunity, the international community there, the diversity in English speaking programs. Then I would choose Germany because Germany has, I think, from all the countries, when it comes to international students, Germany has the most scholarship and finance sources to offer. There is also the internship and the paid internship opportunities that German has to offer. It only depends on the program and the field of study that you've chosen.
Awesome. A lot of people are also asking about, things like work. Obviously, there's work after the studies, which I'll come to. But the language issue. So, like S earlier asked, I'm already living in Europe, he says, and he or she, and there are tons of jobs, but language is an issue. What do you have to say to that?
Yes, I totally agree. Everybody's getting so excited. Oh my God. And this is just an example with Germany. Yeah, because we all know the language is a bit rough. And if you're not used to it and you've never heard German, you're not used to hearing it on the street, it can be a little rough. And in my experience, and there are statistics that prove this, um, almost 90% of students are coming back home just because of the language barrier that they're facing. So it's important to make a plan, like I said before, confirming, all right, I want to study in Germany. My first question to the family that is saying they want to send their son there is, have you ever been to Germany? Do you know a little bit of German? Have you heard, how many times per week have you heard German in your ears? Actually, like, hearing it on the street or movies. If the answer is no, we don't know, or I've never been to Germany, then I'm gonna ask the family to reconsider a bit. Maybe approach a country, maybe France, if the if the future students speak French, maybe it will be easier for him to digest French other than German. Even though he might find more English option in Germany, for example, but it's not impossible. We can find English programs anywhere in Europe. The most important thing is that they are aware that there's going to be an language barrier, and they have to get ready. They have to try and speak the language of the country they study in.
So, can you help them before they leave?
Um, I mean, I'm doing everything it takes to make them aware. This is Germany or this is Spain. You're going to be hearing Spanish. Please start approaching the community, start speaking a bit Spanish, watch a Spanish movie, a German movie, so you can get used to the language. So before they leave, we are preparing them for departure in this sense that they're getting information, they are getting newsletters. We make them aware of everything that's going on in the community that they're going to study.
I have one out of syllabus question which I just thought of, and there are a few more that people are asking. One is the age, like today people have warmed up to the idea of studying at any age. Like, do you
Mhm.
think somebody who is at around 40, 45, and thinks that, okay, I'm in a midlife crisis, I don't want to do this job anymore, I don't want this career anymore, I want to restart, I want to go to another country, I've made some money, I want to just go somewhere, study for a year or two, and then restart my life in a different field altogether? Is that possible? Can Group L help?
Yes, I believe it's possible. Maybe not a bachelor, maybe a master's, maybe a specific course that will enhance his education and give him another opportunity. They are universities, and every university has their requirements. If a 40-year-old person will approach us, we will do the research and we will find the program that matches his requirements, age requirement, English requirement, certificates requirement. So it's not impossible. Age is not like a reason not to go study abroad.
Awesome. I think that's great news for everyone who is thinking about that, and I think it's very liberating to be able to make that decision, because we all have just one life and we want to do different things, and why should we
Yeah,
not be allowed to do that?
yeah.
Um, One important question that I have, which is my last, I think the last question, is that since Group L is into providing jobs to many people, and I have interviewed Kabir, and he has told me so many times that there are so many jobs that you guys have. How can you help people get jobs after they study in a country abroad, especially in Europe?
Yeah, I had a post on Facebook about this. We can keep in touch, and I encourage anyone who is applying with us to keep in touch with us and give us feedback. After first year, after second year, how are you feeling? What's the news? Did you already register to an internship? Are you working? Do you think you're going to come back? Do you think you've got there a possibility of a career? So yes, we can do this. We can offer jobs after you finish your bachelor. You can go for a bachelor in engineering in Germany and come back in Dubai, and we can offer you a job opportunity if there is. But we can keep in touch, and yes, there is. We have this full cycle for everybody, matching everybody.
Awesome, awesome. And look, S is saying he is in Germany right now and quite contented. He gave up I don't know, he or she, I'm just assuming it's a he,
I
gave up,
see it.
settled, well-paid job in India and came here, and it's so much better there. So there you have it. Somebody who is right there and joined us, and has been, testimony to how life changes when you follow your dreams in another country, and the right people to go with is very important. Finally, I guess I'll just take a few questions before we close. One person here, Amit, said in Hindi, so I'll read it out for you.
Yeah,
Amit said, Europe के recession आने वाला है. So, okay, there are these fears about recession and the economy slowing down, especially in
yeah.
Europe and UK. Uh, does it really should it really hamper anyone's plan to go study abroad in these countries?
No, no, not from where we stand. So, it is true what you say. The economy is not at its best place these days in Europe. Yes, that's correct. But it doesn't impact really the admission process, and it shouldn't impact your career path. Once you decide you want, I don't know, a better job, or you want to improve your knowledge in a certain field, I think you should go for it, and it shouldn't matter whether, I don't know, the euro is going up or the dollar is going up or whatever. You should follow your dream, and I think it starts with a better education. And if you find a good opportunity at a good university in Europe, just go for it. The
Awesome.
economy will rise again. It's no problem.
Yeah, I guess that's just part and parcel of the game, and ultimately, you have to do what you have to do. So I guess that's about everything that I wanted to ask, and a lot of people joined in. I'm really glad, and they also gave. And by the way, S is a she, huh? It's not a he. So I'm very really sorry. for not knowing that. I mean, I didn't know that before. So great. So you guys can find more information on grouplEducation.com. Dinah is a very wonderful person. She is there. I know her personally, and she'll help you through everything that you need. You can contact them online wherever you are in the world. Doesn't matter. They will try and help you not just with the job but also with scholarships, and then getting sorry, not just with education but also scholarships and getting jobs after you finish and while you are studying as well. So that's a total win-win-win situation. So Raina, any last words before we close?
No, thank you very much. For me, it was a wonderful experience. Hope to do it again soon. Thanks.
We'll do it in person next time, and hopefully we'll have something for our audiences as well at that time. We'll work out something to give them something for tuning in and joining in. So great! Thank you so much for everyone for joining in, and especially Diana, who was a bit nervous before we started this. She's like, I don't know how what will I say, but you did wonderfully well. Let
Oh,
me tell
thank
you,
you.
you are awesome. And all the best to everyone who is looking for education and jobs abroad. And all the best to Diana as well for helping people out.
Thank you. Looking forward to meet our new candidates. All the best to you.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Bye bye. That
Bye.
was Dinah, and that was from Group L Education. So I will be leaving all the details as always in the description, and maybe pin it to the comments as well. Anybody who is looking to go abroad, like I was when I was young, and didn't get the right people to contact and the right information. This is something that I experienced myself. So I thought I'll do this and get you guys somebody who I trust, and then you can take it from there. You can do your due diligence, of course. Everything is online today, and groupeleducation.com is the website you can check out for more details. Thank you so much for joining in. Please take care of yourself and those around you. Share this if you want to spread this information. But as always, even if you don't do any of these things, thank you so much for joining in. Take care of yourself and those around you. Jai Hind.